Okay. And we are going live. You guys ready? Hold on one second. All right, gentlemen. People, how we doing today? Welcome to Highly Unoffended. Mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? Ramon, what's up, kid?
Doing good, doing good.
All right, TW, how we doing on that other side over there?
Large G.
All right, baby. Good you're here. Glad you're here, brother. Oh, things are crazy nowadays.
Very crazy.
Very crazy, tons of things different. Oh my God, I was in New York the other day, man, and I saw something that really blew my mind. I was at Bryant Park, and they got like these bubble igloos set up that you could go in there, rent, drink, hang out.
I did see that online.
Okay, and you know what they got over there? They have curling. Like the Olympic curling with the big thing and the broom, the squeegee.
I was curling yesterday, but I was at the gym. Different curling.
If you're in fucking New York City and you want to curl, go the fuck home. Okay? If you're in New York City and you think, oh my God, I think I want to curl while I'm in the city, go the fuck home. So that really upset me, but that's COVID's fault.
You go there for the culture. I don't think curling is part of the culture.
In New York City, negative. So, people, how we doing today? We're live and direct to you. We got some mad talent in the house today. We got a really, really good musician today. We were lucky enough to grab him, scoop him up. He's going to come down, hang out with us. He's in the house today. You can find him on Instagram. John the Violinist.
Yeah, just John Violin.
John Violinist. John Randolph, how you doing today?
Good. How you guys doing today?
I'm really good. Glad to have you. Glad you made some time for us here. Really good, man. I've been, we haven't been stalking you, so don't get scared. But we've been watching your videos and stuff, and cool stuff, man. Cool stuff, and you bringing sexy back with the violin. Definitely like that. See how you messing around with a lot of genres.
Yeah, definitely.
Where you from, John?
So I'm originally born and raised in New Britain, and right now I'm in Newington. So I live in Newington right now. But CT, born and raised.
Nice, nice.
It's amazing to have that much talent here in Connecticut.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say we need to get the word out, but based on what I see on your social media platforms, people know who you are. The views are there. So if maybe we could get you some of our views and get you going because it's impressive. It's impressive what comes out of that violin.
I appreciate that, man.
How old are you, John?
I'm 30.
30. Wow. When did you pick this thing up?
So I picked this up when I was 5. I started when I was 5.
Wow. I picked my nose when I was 5. So.
Yeah, huh? Big difference.
Yeah, we all did that.
So 5 years old, you decided, what's up with this instrument?
Yeah, my dad actually took me to check out some musical instruments, and he was like, you know what, just pick something. And he brought me to UHart, the school in Hartford. And he's like, they had a display of different instruments. He's like, you want to play an instrument? Why don't you pick one off this table? And I was like, all right, what's that? I don't know what it is. It looks cool. He's like, oh, the violin. All right, if that's what you wanted to do, you're gonna stick with it. And I didn't really take him serious at the time. I was like, yeah, all right. Next thing you know, I'm being forced to practice. And, oh man, I started hating it, believe it or not. So by like high school, I was like, can't wait, I'm done with this. And it kind of came back later.
So you stepped off for a little while.
Yeah, I stepped off in high school. I kind of focused on basketball, and then.
Did you go to New Britain High School?
No, I actually went to a prep school.
Okay.
It was in Simsbury, and I played basketball out there. But I had an interest in doing other things at that point. I was my whole childhood playing the violin. And I was like, I'm so done with this. But then I got a scholarship to get into Central, right up the street.
Okay,
For,
yeah.
music. So then I took that, and then I was like, I don't want to be a teacher though. So I was like, let me find something else to do. So I switched my major to psychology. Um, and yeah, that's how that kind of.
Damn. Psychology to a violinist. I tell you what, my son quit the trumpet. I'm about to go home and beat it into him. There's always a chance you can come back. Look at John.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man. Like I said, so you picked it back up. You know, what's your favorite genre? What's your favorite? You know, what's your favorite to play?
I love R&B, man. I love anything melodic, anything that sings. Like that's kind of my favorite. I like doing the fun stuff, but you know, I can do a little bit of everything. But like when hearing any instrument sing or any person sing, I just think that's like a real gift. You know, nowadays you don't really hear. You got the auto tune. You don't really hear people singing like that.
Yeah, you know, we're a little older than you, so like when you play like the like new edition stuff, you know, we're like he said to me that he goes, this is something you'll like,
Yep.
and then you know you send me a video of little somebody, little perv. I'm like, I don't know the dude.
Little perv.
I'm like, I don't know the music. You know, little somebody.
Yeah.
You know, little dope dealer, whoever's hot now. You know, I don't even listen to the radio. I'm strictly iPod and I hate to say Pandora. I'm very I don't got too much for the new stuff.
That's the thing about an instrument, though. That's why I like it because, like, I'm playing some crazy Lil Baby, and you got people that are 60 and up. Like, oh, I love this. They don't know who it is. And
Yeah.
there's no lyrics. So that's why it's so like it's like something that can reach anybody because there's no lyrics attached to it. So
Yeah.
no matter what age you are.
I love acoustic music. I hear the guitar, I listen. I see the piano, I listen. And all of a sudden, I ran into the violin. I never knew I liked the violin until I started listening to your music. I was like, holy smokes! I said, I could get into this, bro.
I thought you were gonna have him come play some Jethro Tull for us today. You know what I mean? You know, you play that, you know, you get attention from somebody like me. But no, you know, you're really smooth. You got some good stuff. And like I said, I don't know the new stuff, but yeah, man, I definitely was feeling you playing the older stuff. You know, even some of the '90s stuff that you were dabbling in.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, where's it taking you so far?
Oh man. This
Talk to us. Come on, we want to know. We want to roll with you. How can we be down?
So it's funny because it started off like a local thing, you know, most of the stuff in Connecticut, and now it's gotten to the point where it's like, shout out to my manager DP, but we've gotten pretty much
What's your manager?
DP.
Okay, DP.
Patterson.
Dante Patterson.
Big shout out, Dante. Got a good guy here.
Keep this guy working. Come
Let's
on.
blow him up.
So it kind of recently started going nationally. I made it on CBS News. Gail King saw one of my videos.
Dope.
And she kind of put it on.
Now, we already know who she rolled with, so that's
yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
So that's
She
kind
rolled.
of how it started, and then you know, just pushing out videos, and now it's gotten to the point where you know I have bookings this year outside of the country. You know, I have some in DR, I have some in Alaska, some in
Alaska.
yeah,
Wow.
weird places. Too.
Yeah.
Re-
Hey, that's
oh,
all
wow.
it takes. You never know. You never know who's gonna be in Alaska that day. It might be your lucky day.
So,
I guess, you know, I guess people who freezing their ass off, they want to listen to some music too.
right.
As the hypothermia sets in, I guess. You
Yeah.
know?
So, any inspirations? Anybody else? Like, as you're coming up, anybody else that you decided you wanted to gear yourself towards?
As far as like people that I looked up to
Yeah.
Musically, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different artists, but as far as violinists, there was one dude, his name was Damien Escobar.
Damien Escobar.
He still does it too. He was on America's Got Talent years ago. I was younger, and I saw him perform. I was like, man, this guy is dope. And it kind of had me thinking, like, maybe I want to kind of take that avenue of playing music that I enjoy, rather than just playing the classical music. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, he kind of got me started in wanting to make music, like contemporary music that's hot now.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, there's a lot of different artists that I kind of admired. I have a whole long list I can go down.
Tell us, give us some. Give us what's rocking in the iPod. You know, when you in the car, you know what you pumping out to.
I listen to everything now. I can, you know, but probably, what would I say I would really.
What you like for old stuff? What you like for old? What you
Yeah,
like for old?
The New Edition, the Boys to Men.
Okay.
Definitely they were huge influences on me.
Nice.
as far as like, I think
I want to hear Poison on a piano. I want to hear you play Poison. That's one of these
yeah,
days.
on the violin.
You know,
I could do it.
I
I haven't done that one yet.
I'm sure you can. Though.
See.
I'm sure you can.
So-
You ever consider trying out for one of them shows, America's Got Talent or anything like that?
Yeah, if it presents itself, like right now things are just moving.
Yeah,
So like at this stage, I don't think right now I would have to run towards it. If it came to me, I would definitely.
That would have to be like on a slow time.
But yeah, I mean, it's so the power of social media is just.
Has the COVID kicked you in the shin? Monkey wrench just slowed you
I
down?
thought it would. Believe it or not, it's actually been a blessing because people have been thinking outside the box.
Wow.
So like instead of going to a restaurant, right? People are like saying, you know what? And I don't know if it's somebody. I don't know why this trend started, but people have been lately like doing the intimate stuff. Like, you know, I want a personal chef and a personal either violinist or saxophonist, someone to play. So instead of going to the restaurant, we're bringing the restaurant here.
That's some pimp shit. I guess if I was, trying to play Lance Romance,
You know what's funny?
we bring you in and
You know what's funny? I was approached by a guy at the gym the other day. His business is similar to that. It was right before Valentine's Day. He was passing out cards. He'll come to your house and cook you a romantic dinner, but all his meals are based on THC.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he cooks with cannabis. That was his gimmick. So he comes over to your house and makes you a great meal.
Then he
cooks
kills
it.
you.
But I was like, that's the thing though. People are having people come over to their house, cook for them, and so I can see that. Have a guy cook. Shit, why not go all out? Have a nice little romantic violinist. I'm definitely in after that.
Crazy, but I mean, obviously the weddings got pushed out, but
Yeah.
that's been on.
He feeds you all that cannabis stuff, and then he takes your girl. That shit don't sound really good to me. So, nix that. Negative on that guy. Sorry, dude. I don't mean to play a hit on your business.
We'll stick to the violinist.
Exactly. But yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's definitely, like I said, like I said, I guess the closest I've ever gotten to see mariachis and shit, and like I said, well, we took mariachis. I remember one time for Mother's Day to my grandmother, and they serenade her and all that stuff. It's a Latin culture thing, and that's badass. Maybe we should bring that back.
Yeah, live music needs to come back.
I tell you what,
just
it's nothing like it.
It's
nothing
like
like it.
Like if I was getting divorced, I'd probably hire you to serve her up with papers and play her a couple songs.
Play
She'd
her
be like,
favorite song while she's signing the
exactly. Be
paperwork.
like, oh my God, look, he still cares. No, bitch. John, deliver these while you're there. Drop them off.
I haven't had that one yet.
You will. Don't worry. So that's cool. So we going crazy places. We're going far. We're traveling. You're having a good time with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What kind of projects we got rolling?
So right now it's funny because people are actually asking for like the covers on a project. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to put those covers together that I've been kind of putting out. I'm going to put them on a small EP. So I plan on doing that sometime mid to late year.
We got to get you on a score. We got to get you on a movie doing some music on a score.
Yeah, that would be
Soundtrack.
That'd be awesome. I've been doing music for different artists, and different producers, but definitely a score would definitely be good.
Have you ever seen that skit with Dave Chappelle and what's the dude from Fairfield? Mayor. You ever seen that one with Mayor?
John Mayer.
Have you ever seen the skit?
No.
It says how white people respond to guitars, and they go to this restaurant, and John Mayer starts rocking out, and the white people start fighting, hitting each other, and then they go to Harlem, and they go to a barber shop in Harlem, and so they go to a corner, and Dave Chappelle pulls this cloth, and it's what's his name from the Roots. What's the drummer from the Roots? Damn it, his name just. So he starts drumming in the barber shop, and all the brothers start.
I know the name, but since you asked me, I can't remember.
Exactly. Questlove.
Questlove, there you go.
So so John Mayer starts playing the electric guitar in the barber shop, and one of the brothers in the barber shop's like, "Shut the fuck up!" So they stop playing. So Questlove starts playing. So next thing you know, he pulls another freaking cover. There's some Spanish dude on keyboards. So then they start playing some salsa shit. So now all the Spanish barbers start dancing salsa in the barber shop. So he's like, this is how people react to keyboards. The Latinos really enjoy this. And you got all the dudes. It's a great skit. Look it up. It's with him and John Mayer.
Funny, Dave Chappelle's show is coming back. I've heard. I got approved for maybe on Netflix.
No. What happened was it did. It came back,
Oh.
and then he let it play for about 2 weeks, and he had a change of heart. He had Netflix pull it again.
Oh.
Yeah, it just happened. I just saw the interview the other day. He was thanking Netflix for not giving him a hard time to actually listen to what he had to say, and they pulled it for him. It came back. I actually started watching it on Netflix. I was like the first 2 episodes, I couldn't find it. Then I found the interview. He said he didn't agree with it. Something happened where he had a change of heart. He had Netflix pull it.
Well,
Yeah.
Comedians got it hard right now,
Yeah.
man, and they're gonna, I think they're gonna be dinosaurs someday. They're all gonna be out of work, and not that I want that, because
I love a good comedy.
you know what I
show.
mean. Well,
You know what I just
hold
watched?
on, hold on.
The 25th anniversary of Def Comedy Jam. I just saw online the other
It's
day.
just it's very disturbing to me that when you go to a comedy club now, and a dude says a joke,
Yeah. Right.
everybody looks to the left and right. Because why? If he says a racial joke, if he says a gay joke, if he says anything, well, am I allowed to laugh? If you go to a comedy club, man,
It's all about being PC no more.
it's
That's
you're
taking money
supposed
out of
to be
people's
there.
pockets.
You're supposed to be there with the ability to laugh. You're not going to quarterback my laughing.
Perfect
you know?
example, Kevin Hart. He got blackballed out of the fucking Oscars because he wouldn't apologize over some comment that he made a gay joke 20 years ago,
But
and it was a joke. He wouldn't take it back.
Now the funniest thing is, they persecuted Kevin Hart for because he said that. They love Eddie Murphy, right? You remember when I bought the cassette? How many times did we listen to that
We
in the
had this
basement of my house?
conversation a couple weeks ago. We had this
Now,
conversation.
if you go to get Eddie Murphy's first,
You get
tape,
Delirious, Raw, any of them.
the number one, the first track on Eddie Murphy's first debut, guess what it's called? Faggots.
Oh yeah.
And that's on the album cover.
Okay.
You couldn't do that now.
On his second album, guess what's the first track? Faggots Revisited. And and it's probably, he talks about, remember Mr. T?
Yeah.
He talks about he used to have nightmares that Mr. T was gay, and when he went to Hollywood, Mr. T tried to rape him, and all this shit. And like, we grew up on that skit, and like, there's not a dude our age that can't quote that damn. You look mighty good in them jeans, boy.
Right now,
So we grew up listening to that. So now, when everybody's like, "Oh my God, you can't say that," we're like,
that album
Yo.
wouldn't have a shelf right now.
Yeah.
It'd be boycotted.
yeah,
It'd be
they
lines
would
around the block.
they would tar and feather Eddie Murphy. So I just think that today they really pick and choose who they want to burn. They don't want to burn Eddie, and Eddie's one of the best. He's one of the. We grew up with him before he was Mr. What's that movie he does where he's the big guy? And America, looks at him now differently, I guess. Nutty Professor, whatever. But like, this is the kind of shit that we heard growing up, and it was just like, okay, no big deal. But that shit don't fly now. And like I said, if you laugh, you gotta, get a permission slip first. You can't make a joke, man. You can't make a joke.
Well, that's why we got people like him in this world. They'll play the violin and forget about the political correctness.
Exactly.
That violin, you get lost in that music, man. I tell you, like I said, I love it. I love it. I go back, I listen to all the clips. Like I said, I can't wait for an album or something so I can just let it play for a while.
Yeah, like I said, the new edition shit grabbed me hard. I was like, yeah, boy.
Let me tell you, if I was younger, I'd probably make a couple babies sing your music.
You're gonna have to put a waiver on it when you start selling a CD. A little waiver say, yo, you might get child support for this. So don't buy it. Be careful buying my music, son.
Put a parental discretion sticker on it.
Exactly.
Have the discretion to be your parent.
This is baby making music. Make sure you adult and grown. So yeah, like I said, it's just it's insanity. But so you got some collabs coming up. You got some good stuff rolling. I'm glad that COVID treated you right.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
wasn't too bad. I mean, obviously the limitations with certain things, but overall, it was like it just took it didn't slow down. It just kind of took a different turn. So,
And that's what they say. You gotta make the time work for you.
Water
gotta-
over the rock,
that's
like
it.
Aikido. Water
You-
over the rock.
You gotta think outside the box if you want to survive. And that's what they say. Times like this is where millionaires are made. People thinking outside the box. So
It's funny because that you say that because I was telling somebody, I go, somewhere in the world, some guy was like a hand sanitizer salesman. And his wife was on his ass going, you a bum, you need to get a better job. When you ain't gonna make no real money selling that bullshit. Look at him now. That dude's a baller now.
I think about that right now. So what came about this COVID? Plexiglass.
Plexiglass.
Everywhere you go, there's plexi. Think, what can I do with plexi? And start buying all this plexi when COVID is over. You'll be a millionaire somehow, some way.
Exactly. You were selling plexiglass, 2 years ago. You was eating ramen noodle. That dude's eating sushi every night now.
Now you're having lunch at Ruth Chris's.
Exactly, and whatever.
So what? You got anything else coming up? Traveling out anytime soon? Going anywhere else?
Oh yeah, I'm always traveling. I got
Where are we going? Come on, man. Drop some names. Drop some places.
I'm going to Austin in a few weeks. And then,
I was supposed to go to Austin this week, and I'm so glad that I canceled because we got another engagement. I was supposed to go to Austin this week to hook up with the number Juan boys with Alex Raimundo and Ron White. And I'm
That's
so
one of
glad.
our sponsors, the number one tequila.
okay, well,
Man, they sponsor us.
great.
If you want some, help yourself.
I might
Don't
have to after.
help yourself. Don't worry, we'll make more. We'll make more. So yeah, I was supposed to do the Texas thing this week, but we had another thing coming up, so I canceled it.
So
Thank
yeah.
God I did.
So you had Austin. Anything else?
I have Austin, and then a few weeks after that, I got to be out in Cali, and then I got to go to Georgia a few weeks after that, and
That's it, man. You gotta-
Jersey, Michigan. Like I said,
Exposure.
I'm all over.
Exposure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You like dog shit. You everywhere, man. We like that.
That's it,
we
man.
like that.
Well,
That's good, man.
You're up and coming, man. The more people that see you, the bigger you're gonna get. And I'm telling you, the right person's gonna see you. You're gonna blow up.
I appreciate
The
that.
talent is there. You just got somebody
You
else.
call us up, we got you for
Hey,
security.
somebody else
Don't you
besides us has to see it.
worry. No.
I tell you, hey, we'll be your security.
Yeah.
Good for
guys can
you,
do
man.
it, too.
Good for you. Yeah, we do a lot of it. You know what I mean? Not now in the music industry. For me that, I work a lot in the industry. This definitely was a kick in the shin to us, for the guys, our team. It was bad. But, like I said, we roll with the punches. So, we got some collabs going. We're doing some traveling.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you want to go with this, brother?
Pretty much. What's cool right now? I'm doing this. This is what I do. So that was the hardest jump to be making this. Kind of like
So this is what pays the bills now.
This is what pays the bills.
That's
It's
it.
to that point.
So when it gets to that point, that means you're committed.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
all in.
So
So
it's the first year with that kind of going on. So that's been like a huge blessing.
that's cool. That's
so,
cool.
I'm just trying to keep going to the point where it's, I have some stuff coming up. I can't talk about it right now, but that could be like game changers. So, I'm just
Can't talk about it yet, but we're
No.
gonna get aggressive in a minute. Then
Yeah,
It's-
like I said, man,
shake the tree, see what falls. That's what I tell everybody. Keep shaking the tree, see what falls.
the talent is there. Just got to find the right person to put it out.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I've had different people that I've met with and people that I've performed for, and I've got a lot of good. The good thing about it is every year it seems like it's getting better.
What was the most rinky dink one you ever did that you got there? You're like, yo, this ain't popping, son. You ever ended up somewhere like, it was just, what was the toughest crowd you ever played? Because it's funny, because a couple of weeks ago, I got pulled in, me and one of our guys, we got pulled in to do a whole training session for active shooter.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, this was the coldest room I've ever done. You couldn't get a temperature out of this room if we brought a gallon of gasoline. And like, I was with Chuck. And none of us are new to this. We could get up there, we could talk to anybody. This was the coldest room ever. And like, we both felt like comics on an open mic night, just bombing.
I'll give you an example. I went to Eddie Griffin's show. He had me cracking up. He goes, damn. He goes, got $1 million brother on a $300 stage. What kind of a straight joint was this before? He had me crying.
So, you ever had a gig like that was just a hard crowd? Cats wasn't feeling you. The place sucked. Tell me.
I haven't had a crowd that was like not feeling it, but I've had crowds where it's become like, because there are a lot of musicians, you know what I mean? When you're in a public area and there's things going on, you kind of become like background music, right?
Yeah.
And
True that.
I hate that. So what I started doing is like, I have when it comes to crowds like that, I have like a wireless violin. So I have an electric one where I can walk around. You know what I mean? So it's more entertaining. Cause just that
Get them to
background
engage
music,
a little
you don't
more,
need
yeah.
to be there for that. You can
Yeah.
just put on a CD, get my CDs and throw them on.
Yep.
But if you want the entertainment aspect, I can bring that too. So
You
that's
know, he'd be walking around like Step Brothers, like a lollipop, like a lollipop. Remember that? But yeah, I can see where you're talking. You'll be up on stage doing your thing, and all of a sudden, like you say, you're just white noise in the background. Everybody's doing their thing. Yo, they're paying me to be here.
especially
Pay
when I'm doing,
attention.
like, the art gallery. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Pay
kinda,
Oh
attention,
yeah,
damn
yeah,
it.
I can see
I
that.
love them. They're beautiful, but like I love to entertain too.
You ever
so.
do anything with the New Britain Museum of Art?
No, I've done stuff at the Wadsworth,
That's
but
dope place.
in Britain, no, not I haven't.
Because they have adult nights, you know that. They have these 21 and over nights. You buy your tickets, you go there. They have
It's
drinks.
like
they have-
the third Friday of the
It's
month.
like the third
Yeah,
Friday
I've
of
been
the
there
month.
once.
They
It's
do.
pretty. It's grown and sexy.
Yeah, it's a grown and sexy.
Very grown
yeah.
and sexy,
Gotta
you
look
know.
into that. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they serve drinks. You walk around, have your drinks, meet the people, and bullshit. Check out the galleries. It's 21 and over.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
like I said,
Yeah. They have Halloween parties. You dress up at the art gallery and go there and drink. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it's
It's a lot.
pretty dope. Like I said, nice clientele.
That's
grown and
I'm
sexy.
thinking of you. You'd be perfect right there, playing the violin, got the art in the background. I can see that
Yeah,
happening
yeah,
all
that's
day.
dope. Listen up, museum. Pick up our boy.
That's it.
He's
New Britain
here,
Museum.
he's
You
here.
hear it, New Britain?
Let that boy work.
Aaron
Alright?
Stewart.
I
Aaron
just did
Stewart.
Boston Museum of Art. We've done
Wow.
things through there.
Wow.
It's really nice place. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Really nice
Sheesh.
stuff there.
There you go. Shout out to NYC, MoMA. Pick up our boy.
You got anything going on with any record labels? You got anything going on?
He said he can't put it. He said.
Okay.
Too much
I
about
got you.
Yeah.
No, I just think I got a friend of mine that's in the industry and he's big time promoter. You know where I'm going with this, and I would
Yeah.
like to make a connection between you guys.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
And when I mean big
do a lot
time,
of-
this guy is
Yeah,
big time.
he's no
Yeah.
he's no small fry. You know.
I like to make a connection between you guys because I can see you guys do some work, and he's local.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
He works with big time stuff. That's cool, man. You know what I mean? Glad that this is going well for you. You're out there. You're doing your thing. You know, it's it's a labor of love, no doubt.
When you guys listening to this right now, do yourself a favor. John Violinist, social media platforms. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out on TikTok. Thousands and thousands upon hundreds of thousands of views. The guy's no joke. Check it out. YouTube channel. Go hit him up. Hit a like, subscribe, and while you're there, go to Highly Unoffended. Subscribe.
That's right.
And hit like too.
Hit like, leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Good,
and
bad,
share.
player, hate, whatever. That's okay.
But
You
yeah,
know
do
what I
yourself
mean?
a favor. You're gonna go on John Randolph. You're gonna look at John Violinist, and you're gonna be like, "Where the fuck is this CD? I need it."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
You know, this
Yeah,
guy's
I'm for it.
this guy's gonna be the Kenny G of the violin world.
I'm telling you, I see it. I see it coming. I see big things.
When Ramon first told me, he goes, "Hey, you got to check this guy out." And Ramon knows what I listen to, and what I won't even entertain.
Yeah.
He knows, don't tell me about little this cat, big this cat. You know what I mean? I'll shoot myself in the face. You know what I mean? He knows. Don't send me a link to some jackass. And he tells me, "Hey, you got to check this dude out." He's like, I deal with this guy. I'm like, "Oh, really?" So I checked you out. I was like, "Whoa." I'm like, call that dude up. Tell him to come by. Let's go.
Yeah, when I was made aware, I went on the page. I was like,
So how did you find out about me?
at work,
Oh, they're talking about it at work. Who's
Yeah.
talking about it?
the secretary at work. She
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Me?"
funny. Because,
You know who his dad is? I was like, no. She showed me. I was like, oh.
It's funny because I did a video in Newington downtown area, like the main street,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started playing, and then it got passed around Newington area, and then people knew it was Newington area, so that's why people started
Yeah.
it started making its way around Newington.
And I think that's the video that I saw. That's what I was turned on to. You're playing downtown Main Street. It was like Christmas time or something. Yeah.
that's
See.
like- Not this. It was like 2 years ago.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny.
Any other instruments you like to mess with?
Every so often I mess around with the piano.
Piano's tight.
Mr. Jimmy just started taking piano lessons.
Keyboard.
Yeah, he just started.
I always looked at music and I was like, dude, how do you read that? And like, I just started, a little bit ago, and my first lesson, the guys got me in a Sesame Street book, learning notes. So that was mad humbling. And
He thought he was
I
gonna start off with Mozart and shit. Fucking Sesame Street.
so the guy got me in a Sesame Street book, and
Big shout out Jim Bosco.
Bosco. So it was cool, and it was humbling. Just like when I teach tactical stuff, I tell people if you don't step out your comfort zone, you're never going to learn anything new.
Yeah.
And this guy's he's teaching me rudimentary stuff, and I'm coming home playing Careless Whisper. I'm over here trying to play some 80s shit.
Jimmy likes flowers on his Yeah,
You know,
I like tulips on my organ.
I'm over here trying to play Motley Crue, you know, Home Sweet Home.
Yeah, piano, guitar are those good foundation like instruments. You want to be able to like you can pick those up and
Well,
you can start
well, I'm
branching out.
as you see, I'm big into the percussion.
Yeah.
You know, you ever need a in-house studio guy? I'm your
Yeah, I
guy.
see that.
But no, but one of my friends, shout out to my boy CZ. He goes, dude, if you can mess with the piano, you can mess with anything. He goes, if you can learn how to read all that, he goes, anything else just. He goes, you'll really understand that. He goes, the foundation will be laid for you.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, no problem. You know, like I said, I love, the percussion stuff, the congas, the timbales. I love being on the kit. That stuff's great.
Anything with music, that's my go-to. It takes me away.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of music. I've never been into country music. All of a sudden, I got a country music playlist for the gym. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I shit you not. I got a country music playlist for the gym, and I love it.
Good Lord.
Walking around singing some Keith Urban out loud. Motherfuckers look at me like, what's wrong with that guy?
I don't know. Well, you got to look at music, man. To me, music is the cheapest passport you have in your life. You can listen to a jam, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong. You listen to a song, you remember who you were rolling with, male or female. You can remember a certain time in your life, and you're like, oh, I was with that crazy one. Or, I remember we went to that concert.
I think of Guns N' Roses. I think of this guy with the bagpipes. Remember that? Ah! We went to Guns N' Roses concert. He played the bagpipes out in the parking lot. We had a crowd surrounded him. Yes.
Yeah. So the next thing you know, the crowd comes. So I think, and they usually have a tower watching the parking lots at these places.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, the PD comes over. I don't know if they thought maybe there was a fight or something. So they come over. This guy's sitting on the cooler just doing his thing. So Popo comes over. They're like, "Oh, that's what's going on over here." We saw people gathering. It's like, yeah, it's cool. But
you know what's a good thing right now, especially like up and coming, that's social media. Like you were saying earlier, right? That's social media. Everybody's got a cell phone. Somebody sees you. Next thing you know, they share you. That person shares you. That person shares you. A million people share your picture. People don't even know who you are. That's some exposure right there.
Like I said, the only person that I think it's really hurt is the talent acquisition guys for labels. Because let's just say if you were a talent guy, and I told you, I said, dude, you got to go see this guy. You hopped on a flight and you went to go see this guy, and wherever he was. Now you go on YouTube.
Yeah.
And guess what? You ain't got to fly out no more. You don't spend the night in a hotel checking this guy out at some country backwood bar or wherever he was playing. That's it takes you 2 seconds now to get your intelligence on somebody.
How has social media helped your career?
Social media's been a blessing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said, it's taken me from Connecticut to the East Coast to West Coast.
Things you would have never expected, right?
Right. So, and that's the beauty of it. So, I wouldn't. A lot of people bash social media. I'm like,
It depends on.
if you use it. In
Bingo.
The way you
That's what I was going to say. It depends on how you use it. Because a lot of people, and I'm guilty of it myself, I go on there and I watch that social dilemma.
No.
I watched that social dilemma online and I was like, wow, I'm guilty of all that shit on that fucking on that thing.
It's funny because
It's got me to delete my social media twice, but I'm back because I realized I really don't have any real friends.
junkie. like for me, it was really hard for me to get on social media because I'm not a big sharer. I got half a handful of dogs, and this guy, he opened my account for my business. He goes, you need this. I'm like, no, I don't, bitch. And next thing I know, he sends me a link and a password. He goes, there's your account. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's
I didn't even have
I'm still the
an
administrator.
he I wasn't with it. I'm like, my thing is, and I don't have a self-esteem problem. Is I just don't really think that the world really cares that freaking my girl at Dunkin' Donuts with bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, messed up my fucking coffee.
But you think that.
No, nobody cares about my coffee, dog.
I understand your thinking, but look, right, I'll give you a perfect example. All of a sudden, I got into sneakers. So every day I watch a sneaker shopping with Complex. Every day they bring a different person on there, right? And they interview this person. Half the time, I don't know who the fuck this person is. And they introduce him, oh yeah, social media influencer. They say, oh, this guy's a big TikToker, this and that. The guy pulled up in a fucking Bugatti. Guy graduated high school, never went to college. Here I am, fucking busting my ass. I don't have a fucking Bugatti. I got a 21-year-old fucking Jeep. Maybe I should start telling people what I want to eat on fucking social media. You know what I mean? That's all they're doing.
Yeah, it just takes the right person to see you.
Bingo, the right person.
The right person
Jimmy, I thought you were the right person. I hitched my wagon to the wrong fucking.
Later.
Tim, what are you doing later?
Fucking guys, tough crowd, tough
Oh,
crowd.
man.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it was really difficult. I don't, you don't care what. Oh my God, I'm having dinner, bitch. Everybody has dinner. Can you eat a meal without taking a picture of it? You know what I mean? I laugh because I see girls, they put up nice pictures of meals, and I'm like, how about you take a picture of a meal you cooked? How about that one? Come on, man, stop.
People look at it like if it wasn't taken, it didn't happen.
Well, I guess that's what the young kids say. If you ain't posted, it ain't happened. And I've only felt that way one time. When I met Anthony Bourdain in Beverly Hills, working out there. That's the only time I said, you know what, I gotta ask this guy for a pic because I don't want to tell my friends. And I told the guy, and I told him, I said, dude, I do personal security, but I really got to get a pic with you because you're a cool dude.
Yeah.
And he was, he busted my ass being from the Bronx. He was like, man, I bought a lot of drugs in the Bronx back in the day. And he was just that cool. He was that cool about it. But yeah, like I said, for me, it was a little difficult. And then, next thing you know, we're here. But, this guy right here, he's he's my trailblazer.
I try.
He's my trailblazer. He swings, I stand behind him.
I got young kids, so they try to keep me hip, So I try to follow up and try to keep Jimmy in the loop with me.
Yeah, I'm not hip. I'm we've been friends since fourth grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's his fourth grade. It's his fourth grade. I've been his uncool friend. And shit ain't changed. I'm still his uncool friend.
We went from being next door neighbors to being roommates, best friends. We've been, like I said, 84.
Like I said, I'm still the uncool.
I think I told you on the elevator. His parents were like my parents coming up.
Yeah,
I was telling you that on the elevator. Yeah.
But what I mean? I'm glad things are looking blessed for you, brother. And you out there, you grinding, making shit happen.
Once again, John Violinist. Check him out on TikTok. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out on all social media platforms. Hit him up. Hit him up hard. Let's get this guy going. Let's blow him up.
Big question.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest pusher? Who made you? Who do you think? Who made you this way? As Ha Davis would say.
It's funny. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of individuals, but kind of life in itself. What ended up happening, life kind of pushed me in this direction. I was kind of trying to dodge it, believe it or not, and it just kept pushing me towards it. So I would say life in general, and obviously I have supporters, I have plenty of people that's been pushing me. But overall, just circumstances.
Sounds like it was your calling. You try to resist it, but you couldn't. Yeah. And here you are.
Yeah. And now I got a whole bunch of people that support, and it's good.
How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
I got these guys, man. They're my, they're my cheerleaders, no homo. You know what I mean? These guys, they're these guys support me, man. And I don't care if I gotta move a couch or we gotta put in some real work. These cats right here, and I have an e-board that's in my heart, and you know what I mean?
You get that call once in a while, like lunchtime. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Come by the shop. Wait, what's up? I just bought a wooden phone booth. Can you help me unload it? That's Jimmy. Those are the phone calls.
I know you go in there, you're Superman after you come out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a magic phone booth right there. I like to call it the magic phone booth. If you could pick up that phone and talk to 20-year-old John, what would you tell him?
Oh, that's a good question.
Think about it. You ain't under the gun.
I like that one.
If you could pick up that phone right now and talk to 20-year-old John, say, yo, John, clang, clang, clang. What would you tell old boy?
I definitely would say, listen, don't resist. Just let it happen naturally, and don't be anxious because it's not gonna do you any good. So that's honestly probably the first thing I'd say.
What else?
I think that's key, the anxious.
Probably lay off the fast food too.
Oh, doesn't look like it affected you much.
Nah, it used to affect me a lot.
I tell you what, I love me some fast food. You're right, though. You got to show some control.
That's cool that you can look back and reflect and say, hey, this might have hindered me. This did hinder me. Because, that's one big thing I always tell people. I say, own your shit. Own your shit. And the second you start owning your shit, I think you're better off in this life. And that's
absolutely.
that's one of the things that I think really inhibit people. You know, they like to live in that little place. What's it called? Denial. A lot of real
Denial,
estate.
yeah.
A lot of real estate bought and sold in denial.
Yep.
You know, a lot of real estate. You know, shout out to Colonel Dave Grossman for that's his line. But yeah, a lot of people won't own their shit, and you know when they
And that's
won't.
a big thing is accountability. Be accountable for yourself. Stop blaming everybody else. Guess what? Start taking accountability. Your life will change.
What's your practice regimen? What's your practice? It's what you know because that's for that too. That's working out. What's your regimen, brother? How many? What do they call? What do they call that? Anyways, like piano, they call it tickling the ivories. What's the slang for any slang?
The strings out.
Plugging the strings. So how much of time are we plucking on the strings to stay sharp?
On and off, maybe about 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. And then the rest of the day is ideas, formulations, things like that. But probably about 2 hours a day. At least Monday through Friday.
It's a
Right.
process.
Yeah.
A little practice, and then how can I put this practice into motion?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That takes time, yeah. But like you said, that's what pays the bill, so that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
your day
it gets
consists
done.
of.
It gets
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
So
I
work
gotta
out.
get done.
It gets done.
The minute you sit back, the bills don't get paid, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any regrets so far?
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's like the best decision I've made in a long time.
So right now, what's your in education? What do you got going on?
So I was a psychology major, and I was doing stuff with psychology, but like I said, now it's just full-time music, and it's bringing me places I would have never expected. That's another thing I would tell myself. We're gonna be doing things we never expected to be doing. So,
And like you said, don't resist it. Go
No.
with it.
Mad fly.
You hear that all the time. You know, you never know how far you've gone till you keep going.
yeah.
You decide to stop, and just on the other side, that's where it's at.
And it's an addiction like anything else. Once the ball starts rolling,
Yeah.
Once you see progress, I think that's the addiction right there. You're like, whoa, I didn't have that.
yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Now, do you play the same violin all the time? You have different ones.
I have two different. I have 3 violins. So I have 2 electric and 1 acoustic.
Okay.
It's funny because people see me playing the white electric. That's the worst sounding violin in the world.
But everybody sees it. It looks good.
Yeah, that's just the violin I use for the videos.
Yep.
And I get people ask, no, I want that for my wedding. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't want that violin.
Yeah.
Like, why not? It's like, sounds terrible. Like, oh, I still think about it. I was like, all right, it's your money.
Okay.
It's your money. Use it on.
Was it just
But,
a prop in the videos then?
With
music
one,
can,
with
or-
with one of the videos, I had the white violin. It was pre-recorded, and I was just like, but I had the all white on, so I took out the white violin.
Gotcha.
And I got so many like people would say, "No, I want that for my wedding, the all white and the white violin." I'm like, no, you don't.
Bring that shit by here. I'll put a Prince paint job on that thing. All right, I'll put that Prince paint job on it. Trust me, I'll buff it out.
That thing was only like $100.
Oh
It's
my
like on
God.
consignment, it's like resold.
Yeah. That was like me. I paid $300 for my son played the trumpet 1 year. Played the trumpet 2 years. Like, fuck, why rent it if he's getting into it? Let's buy it. I bought it the 3rd year. Guess what? There was no 4th year. I paid $300. I got back like $120. I'm like, damn it.
Nice. Well, glad the gigs are coming in, man. You know, where do you see this in 5 years?
It's going in the direction I always imagined, just on a bigger scale.
You know,
So
I hope when you blow up, you don't forget about us and you come
Just
back.
think about it though. That question that you just asked is a critical question because 5 years ago you asked that question, nobody was going to tell you they're going to be in fucking quarantine 5 years from now. So that's a critical question at this point right now.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I hope you blow up and you don't forget about us and you come back.
Just
Like, I'm not
remember,
going back.
from here on, you're a friend of the room. You got anything you want to promote, you're always welcome here.
I'll always welcome back. Oh yeah, come on,
You guys
man.
are awesome. I like your personality.
Yeah, bring that instrument down. Like I said, we'll make a nice little video, little promo video. We get this going.
Yeah,
We're gonna put John on the map. We're gonna blow him up.
exactly.
We're gonna ride his coattails. We're gonna be your roadies.
You know, trust me. You know, we got experience about controlling crowds. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
experience. You know, we won't talk about that on the air, but you know, what I mean, we've had good nights. We've had good nights around here.
That's the other side. We got a couple of things. We got the NFA, we got the TCG, we got the highly unoffended. Every branch does a little different.
Everything does a little something.
Yep.
You know, glad you're out there doing your thing, man. And you know what they say: if you love it, it ain't work.
Yeah, it really isn't.
You know what I mean? You ain't grinding. You ain't. You're not. You're not. You're not being pressured into it. You want to be there. Who's better than you? Two of you.
Right, right.
As our boy Acme John would say, who's better than you? Two of you.
Two of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good for you, man.
Appreciate it.
I know you're a family man.
Oh yeah, I got my wife and my 2 boys.
You know.
They're awesome. They're a huge motivation. So I do a lot for them. So
It's all about the kids.
yeah.
It's all about the kids. I grew up with a single mom. I have 3 boys. I'm all about the boys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like the Wu-Tang, they teach the children.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Whatever that is,
Huh?
whatever that is, I need some.
Exactly. No, you know what I mean? We wish you the best of luck around here. And, glad you came down tonight, man. Glad you came down, kick the ball around with us. Glad you're staying safe during COVID, doing the travels and everything. We'll definitely be watching you.
Connecticut.
Not in a creepy way. Yeah. Have you ever noticed if you listen to song lyrics, if like somebody wrote you that in a letter, you would call the cops on you. Right or wrong?
I've been watching you.
Right? I'm gonna be watching you forever. When you sleep. Like Christmas song. I see you when you're sleeping. You write that in the letter, man. The cops are showing up at the house. No, you're right. I'll follow you wherever. Every time I hear a song, I go. If you took the rhythm, the music off this lyrics, I love you. I'm gonna follow you wherever you go. Bitch, you be on the docket. You catch a case. There'd be a detective at your house the next day going, sir, you wrote this? Yeah. But I'm in love. Nah, bro. You go to jail.
He was laughing all the way to the bank. Every breath you take.
Exactly.
He's like, people, you know what the song is about.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Wherever you go, whatever you do.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Every time I hear lyrics, I go, if it wasn't for
Well,
this dope beat, I
that-
go, brother, you be locked up.
You know that Blondie song is based on that, right? On stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I never knew that until I saw a documentary. She wrote
One
the song
way or
about-
another.
Yeah.
When she sang that song, I drive past your house.
Drive past your house one way or another.
So you know people aren't really paying attention.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
They're just listening.
You know.
So if
Me-
you want to say something without people knowing, just sing it and put a beat behind it.
Me and
I
Ramon,
told you.
the funniest thing is me and Ramon, when we were roommates, we lived at a cul-de-sac, not a dead end, don't get it twisted. So the funniest thing
Whoa,
is,
whoa, whoa.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Let me tell you something, right? We lived in Newington, but we lived right on the town line, Newington, New Britain. So we were in Newington, it was Ray and James from the cul-de-sac. But when we crossed into New Britain, it was Ramon and Jimmy from the dead end.
we kept it real.
We kept that shit real.
Yeah. No, the best thing is, what were 6 or 7 years? We were roommates.
6.
6. Let me tell you something. This guy has stalkers. I don't know. A couple of times I pull up to the house, a car would pull off, and I'd be like, "You still messing with the girl with the Subaru? Why? Because she was just parked out at the cul-de-sac with the lights off." No, she wasn't. Yeah, she was. And when you live at a cul-de-sac, don't tell me, "Oh, dude, I drove past your house." Bitch, no, you didn't. It's called stalking.
We were the last house.
We're the last house.
So if
Don't
you
tell
pulled
me
up
you
to our
drove
house,
past
you
my
were
crib.
stalking.
You were checking us. You wanted to see if we had company at the crib. You wanted to see what cars were at the house.
That's it.
One chick told him one day, she goes, "Oh, I know you got a girl. She drives the black pickup truck. I'm a key it." And he's like, "That's my roommate's vehicle. Please don't key it. He's a maniac. Please." He's like, "That's my roommate." She's like, "Oh." But yeah, like I said, I pull up, a girl takes off. I'm like, the Cherokee. Oh my God. But yeah, that's another story. But yeah, we lived at a cul-de-sac.
So Connecticut, getting back to John, let's blow him up. We gotta
Give him
get
love.
him.
Give him love.
We gotta get him on the map. That way you can say, "Oh my God, I hit like on his page when he was coming up."
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. Go on his TikTok, like I said, 500,000 views today. Let's blow him up. Go up there, hit like on everything.
Somebody was asking me if I was on TikTok the other day, and I go, no. And I didn't.
No, I think they were asking you if you had a Tic Tac.
Oh, TikTok. No.
He talks so much shit, his ass is jealous of his mouth.
Wow.
I didn't know. Like, I thought TikTok was just like 12-year-old girls dancing. I'm like, I don't want to see that stuff. And people were saying, "Oh, there's recipes on there." And I go, all I ever see is, like, you see kids floss and dancing. I'm like, I don't want to watch that
Listen,
stuff.
my son did a video about a dishwasher. It had 60,000 views on TikTok
Was he
about a dishwasher.
Fixing it?
No. He was just writing words on a paper about a dishwasher. Got 60,000 views. I was like, I gotta get on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for TikTok.
I get 20 likes on Instagram. I'm like psyched up.
I don't get it. Well, people, we're gonna wrap it up. Anything for us and any closing views? John Violinist.
I just appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and just keep doing what you're
No,
doing.
man.
I love it.
Dude, whenever you want to come back, like I said, come back when it's, dry and warm. We'll throw you up on the terrazza. And
I'm looking forward to that.
That's
yeah,
gonna be nice.
it's dope up there. Like I said, we'll hit you with the drone. And
Got the nice little view from the top. Oh,
you
it
know,
looks nice.
who's your boy, the one that does the Boys to Men with you?
The guy who recorded?
There was the guy with the horn.
The horn.
Oh, the Boys from It. Yeah, that's my boy Corey. Shout out to Corey.
That was dope. That was dope. I really enjoyed that
What's his
one.
name? Corey Staggs?
My boy Corey Staggs. Definitely go follow him.
Big
C-Staggs
shout out.
05 on IG.
C
Yeah,
Staggs 05. Follow him.
that's my guy.
John is nasty with the violin. That dude is nasty.
Yeah,
with the horn.
I enjoyed the Boys to Men when like I said.
Get the two together, it's a wrap.
Yeah, like I said, when I heard that was probably one of the first ones. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
the new edition. Like I said, we got to kick some old school stuff, But
I like
know.
that TikTok, the silhouette challenge.
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
That was fire. Yeah, that was
I had
fire.
that in my mind for a while. And I decided to do it.
That was fire. Yep. I seen a lot of silhouette challenges. I saw that one like, oh, let's see what he got. Oh, okay, yeah, he bodied that.
Nice. So, all right, let me close on here. All right, then, people, thank you for riding along with us. Like Ramon already said it. Let's give this guy some love. Let's give this guy some props. You know what I mean? Brother's out there doing his thing, smashing it on a daily.
Not only is he smashing it, he's local. He's a brother, John Violinist. Let's blow him up, Connecticut. Make it happen.
And humble too. Can't teach that.
No, that's you can't give
Let me
that
tell you,
away.
if I play the violin as good as you, these guys will be over here pouring my drinks. Oh man.
We'd be over there doing temperature checks on his ice cubes. Them shits ain't cold enough.
I'll turn into a diva in a minute.
See?
But not him. Go check out John Violinist. That's the man right there.
Yeah. Good time, man. Thank you very much. All right, people. Let me see the book, please.
Coming up.
All right, thank you. People, if you got time, we got a really good book here called Inside Both Courts. It's by retired federal agent Bob Starkman. He was a federal agent during the 80s, during the cocaine cowboy days. All that good stuff that you're watching on Netflix and all that stuff. This guy worked it. He's the real deal. His forward was by federal agent retired Joseph Pistone, aka Donnie Brasco. The book is on Amazon right now. It's a dope read. Pick it up, check it out. We are going to be talking to Mr. Starkman very soon. We'll just give that up to you for now. But yeah, if you get a chance, check it out, please. Once again, thank you for rolling with us on Highly Unoffended. Once again, don't forget, get with our boy John Violinist.
All social media platforms.
All
Let's blow
social
'em up.
media.
Put Connecticut on the map.
Let's try to be human. Let's try to be better human beings to one another. Good night, America. Wherever you are.